This is the story of the resourceful wife. Long ago, in a faraway land, there was an evil king who had the reputation for simply taking anything that tickled his fancy. It didn't matter what it was or who it belonged to. If he liked it, he had to have it. And he would use his mass army of guards to snatch whatever he wanted. Soon, he amassed a huge collection of different things: gadgets, exotic pets, you name it. But one day, he began to get tired of the things that he already had and began to ponder what else he could collect. He thought about it, thought about it, thought about it, and came to the conclusion, aha, I know, I will start collecting people. So he began to go on a hunt and search far and wide for people. Soon people began to disappear everywhere: mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, cousins, uncles, aunts, teachers, farmers, engineers, plumbers. It didn't matter who you were. If the king liked your shirt, or admired your whistling abilities, or thought you were funny, you were not safe. He would take you for his own. One day, there was a beautiful young woman walking down the road with her husband. She was twirling a baton like a pro, and she had a dazzling smile. As soon as the king saw her talents, he thought to himself, I must have her. So he ordered, guards, go snatch her. She must be added to my collection. So the guards came to capture her, but the weirdest thing happened. See, when most people saw the king's guards approaching, they began to scream in terror or beg for mercy or try just anything in their abilities not to be captured. But this girl did not seem worried or scared at all. So the king was very confused and looked at her like, huh? But soon that look was replaced by one of just pure disgust and repulsion. When the guards brought the girl closer, the air was filled with such a terrible smell that everyone around them began to cough and practically throw up. Between the gagging, the king ordered her to be sent far, far, far away from him, and that she never be returned to anywhere near his palace at all. The guards gladly followed his orders and kicked her out, and the girl happily walked away. See, she had known that there was a chance that she would be chosen as one of the people that would be added to the king's collection. So she came up with a plan. She began to carry 2 pieces of rotting meat in her bag at all times. When the guards came to take her, she quickly stuffed the smelly meat under her arms and caused herself to stink so bad that nobody in their right mind would even want her to sit near them. All across the land, people heard of this resourceful wife and praised her, and they got inspired as well. People everywhere began to think of ways to make themselves more and more undesirable. Some of the ways were so ridiculous, and soon the king gave up on collecting people because it just became way too hard. Instead, he began to focus his energies on growing a beautiful flower garden. The end.